Hello, I'm TheZOMBIEJ, and I do apologize if I start to sound louder. Something's wrong with this ear. Oh well. So, I want to talk about a classic Lego theme from the late 90s, possibly mid 90s too. Classic ninjas. You know, these fuckers. Yeah, and the sword is modified. I apologize for that. What happened to classic ninjas? Well, obviously they were replaced by Ninjago. That is something that is horrible, but it was inevitable because classic ninjas were kind of, you know, just merged with the system theme. The system theme was just a conglomeration of all sorts of different things, including ninjas. So, I remember having a ninja set or two. This big freaking temple fortress thing. That was pretty cool. I think I still have some parts, including the base plates for them. I still have those base plates. I remember one section of it, like this one frontal part with a print on it got burnt. Burnt for no reason. I don't know why. But I had that fortress thing, and it was pretty cool. I wish I could pull up a picture of it on my computer, but I can't remember the exact name of it. So, but I do have, I did not know I had this before, but I have, yeah, see, Lego system. Instruction manual for a small little ninja set that was probably a polybag set at best, and well, I managed to scrape up the pieces. In fact, one of them's missing for some reason, to build most of the set. I'm still missing a couple pieces right there, maybe one piece right there, and another piece right there, and a spear. I think it's actually in the drawer, but I'm still working on finishing this. And yeah, so I just think this is pretty cool. I found this instruction manual in my massive teal colored tub of parts. So, and I realize I have the wrong minifig, but I do have the headgear, obviously. So, that's something. Oh well, it's close enough, it'll work. But, yeah, so 1998. Yep. 1998 is when these fuckers were released. I think there was plenty of these ninja sets, and they were pretty cool. They were definitely of the 90s era. And it makes me wonder why they weren't developed further. Simply because Lego was going to bring a new Ninjas line to their repertoire, and that is Ninjago, and it didn't come out until late 2000s, early 2010s, something like that, and lasted for a few years. Then they decided to reboot it because the unprecedented success of Ninjago. And it's still going on, it's still going strong, but I'm pretty sure some people are starting to lose interest in it, and therefore, let's hope they end it. But the problem is, it won't make sense for them to end it this year or next year because it's still successful. But that's the problem. What happened to these folks? To these ninja sets? Well, I'd like to think that they were at least moderately successful in the 90s, but for some reason, I don't think a lot of people bought them. I remember still having that big fortress thing that actually came apart in 3 different segments. You had this segment, you had this segment, and then you had the center segment, and you put them together, and they're one big fortress. And I liked that. That was pretty fucking cool. You know, there was a lot of cool stuff when it came to the ninjas side of the system theme. And I feel like there's better stuff that came out of the ninjas system sub-theme back in the 90s than there were in the Ninjago line. Ninjago can't hold a candle to these ninjas. I mean, seriously. Yes, they're ninjas themselves, but still, they're not ninjas you want to be associated with. No. These ninjas are actual ninjas. The Ninjago ninjas have magic within their stuff and whatnot, and it's cheating, basically. Basically, these guys fight with actual, you know, combat with swords and bows and arrows and kunai knives and whatnot. While the Ninjago characters fight with weapons, but also practice spinjitzu, or whatever the fuck it's called. Who gives a shit? It's kind of a fiasco and it's stupid. But I really liked the ninja stuff from the system, from the old system stuff from 2000, from the late 90s. This set was released in 1998. Just think of what LEGO could do nowadays with these ninja sets if they brought them back. If they brought back that big freaking fortress thing, I would totally buy it. Obviously, they would have to make changes to it. It would be way more expensive, and it would be, you know, there would be a lot of parts. There would be a lot more detail to it, and the ninjas themselves would be updated, and it would be pretty fucking cool. They're not gonna do that, so I'm wasting my breath about this. But trust me, this is something that really should happen, and we should expect LEGO to bring back these classic ninjas, because Ninjago is not working out anymore. It's lost its luster, it's lost its appeal, at least for me, and I'm sure for some of you it's lost its appeal too. It's gone on way too fucking long, and they need to pull the plug on it before they actually lose money out of it. So, I mean, someday that's gonna catch up with them. You know, they're gonna lose money from Ninjago, and it's not gonna be good. So if by chance they cancel Ninjago, bring back these fuckers. They can bring back these guys, because these were pretty cool. I know I have the wrong minifig. That's a Luke Skywalker minifig from Star Wars things, but that's all I had, really. I didn't have the actual thing. I might actually look for it when I go to the minifig shop next month. But yeah, so there were obviously other sets in the system ninjas line, and there was all kinds of shit. It was pretty fucking cool. Obviously there weren't any like books or games or anything, but that was before LEGO even gave a damn about books and games for things like this. Obviously they had their video games like Lego Island, Lego Island 2, and many others, but those were more comical than anything else. And of course, Lego Island Extreme Stunts, and I remember playing the Brickster's Revenge on a Game Boy Color, and I actually have a copy of that now, because a couple years ago I decided to get a copy for nostalgia because my uncle gave me that Game Boy Color that he had for whatever reason. He didn't even have any cartridges to go with it, so... which was weird. I guess a friend of his gave it to him for whatever reason, I don't know. But, point is, classic ninjas would be nice to see it here in modern times. It would be nice to see what LEGO can do with the classic ninjas from their old system stuff back in the 90s. And we should let them know that this is something we want. If this is something that you want, let them know. Let them know. Start a petition. Create your own sets. Create your own mocks. We'll see if they get approved. Someday we'll see a set out of this. But, you know, don't count on it. Because LEGO are stingy sometimes. When it comes to some classic themes, obviously. They don't give a shit about Bionicle anymore. But, yeah, so what do you think about classic ninjas from the old system sets from the 90s? What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. And do you think that we will be getting some kind of modern take on these classic ninja sets from the system? You know, like this raft, for example. Or that big fucking fortress that I keep talking about because I love that thing. That was awesome. Let me know. And I've got a couple more videos for y'all today, so stay tuned for more videos. I'm TheZOMBIEJ. I'll see you folks later. Have a good fucking day, and peace.